Boy. So, wait, participants. Boom. Yeah. Good luck. Slide this in. What's what is up, Christian? How's it going, dude? How's it good, dude? What's up?
Hi.
Hi. What'd you do today? This on video games? Video games every day with the. All you kids do is play the video games. You never do.
Part of our religion as a child.
Did you think for Easter? Anything for Easter at all?
We ate Easter dinner, which had ham in it, which was really good.
Oh, that's good. That's fun. I love. That's probably. I love to cook. That's one of the things I do other than martial arts is I throw down in the kitchen. Got the cooking skills. I watch Food Network. I watch cooking shows, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, bam, all that stuff. And that's the best thing about holidays for me is I love the food. Easter, Thanksgiving, whatever it is, food's always the peak of my interest. Any Easter egg hunts or anything? Too old for that stuff.
We couldn't because I couldn't find my stuff, because I don't know other reason why.
Gotcha. We did have a big rainstorm. Was it Easter? Was it after Easter?
It was after. It was mostly on Easter, I think. Yeah, was it on Easter? Was it on Easter, the storms? Yeah. Yes, it was on Easter.
That probably put a dampener on some outside plans.
We take walks.
Yeah. Did that mess up your video games at all? Your internet go out? Power go out?
No. Nothing else. Well, I mean, in the middle of the night, I guess it did because the clock wasn't on the next day.
Gotcha. Coach Andrew, his power got knocked out, and they said they could not fix it for 2 days. So the past 2 days, he's been without power at his house. They're supposed to fix it this afternoon, but it's like, man, that is not fun. Something else I wanted to say. I forgot what it was. So I know you told me before. What video games do you play? What's your go-to?
I have it right here, actually.
Oh yeah, you told me Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
I haven't played it still.
I guess like the other one is Disney Infinity.
Disney Infinity? I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, it's like they have 3 of them. The third one's mostly Star Wars, second one's Marvel, and the first one's just regular Disney.
What type of game is it? Is it a action game, adventure game, turn-based, a strategy game?
More of a creative game.
Oh, okay.
But you have like character. It's like Skylanders.
I've heard of it. I don't.
You know what? Did they know they had to put characters on a portal?
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
That's pretty much what they had to do for Disney Infinity.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I remember that, and then there's also they made something similar. I remember seeing it in the stores. I think it was for like Smash Brothers or something. They made like these little pieces that you plugged into.
Amiibo.
Yeah. But I still don't know, what do they do? What do they give you something special in the game or something? Do you have to have
Yeah, they
them to
give
play
you
the
the
game?
character.
Oh, do you not get a character if you don't buy that amiibo?
I think that you do. It's just that like you can get it earlier, I guess, because most of it is DLCs for different games.
Gotcha. See, they didn't have any of that stuff when I was growing up. It was super simple. It was just plug in and play the game. Things change. 7 minutes before class. No one else joining yet. See if they hop on. Ugh.
27?
Do you have any other hobbies other than video games? Anything you like to do?
Read
Read. Okay. What type of books do you like to read?
Harry Potter, fantasy, action, a little bit of horror. Comic books, definitely.
Okay. I remember now you said that you're working on Goblet of Fire, right? The 4th one?
Yep, still on it. I just have a few more chapters left, sir.
Okay, cool. What part are you at? What just happened? What's the last thing you read?
Right now they're already finished. They were at the Yule, not the Yule Ball. Isn't it called the Yule Ball?
I think so.
Yeah. I think that's where I'm at.
Oh, okay.
I think maybe I'm in the middle of it, or I might have finished it. I forgot where I left off.
Cool beans. That one was weird. I liked it. It's so different than the other books, because like they always have this this one, like, oh man, how do I describe it? The books normally start slow. He goes to Hogwarts. They start getting a little more interesting, and then like at some point during the year, Voldemort happens, and then like, okay, Voldemort's doing something. Now things are like, what's going on? And then they kind of like settle back down, and then everyone's trying to figure out what Voldemort's doing. And then the conclusion is like really big, right? So like,
but this one was just, hey, at the end.
This one kind of, yeah, this kind of does this kind of thing, because each one of like, what do they call them? I forget what they call it, but in like each one of the challenges for the Goblet of Fire is kind of like an exciting part, right? Because he's fighting a dragon, then he's doing like a whatever, and then he's doing whatever. So it kind of like it spikes up more than the other books, I think, which is it's kind of different.
Yeah, but this one, it's just at the end. That's when the whole Voldemort thing happens. That was just at the end. Everything else was just about the Triwizard Tournament.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then the whole Triwizard Tournament thing. It was interesting. When the movies were coming out, they're probably really old now, but I actually remember kind of putting both of your hobbies together. When the movies came out, video games for the movies also came out.
Oh yeah.
Like PlayStation 2. So they're pretty old now. But
we used to have one. My brother really used to have one.
Yeah. They're actually not half bad games. There's a lot to do in them. They're very fun. Oh, I got Tom joining. Accept. What's up, Tom?
Good.
Good. What's up? Good. I always love that answer. What's up? Good. Do anything special today, dude? Did you do anything different today? Anything out of the ordinary?
What's up?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you do anything special today? Just normal day or anything going on?
Normal day.
Normal day.
Mhm.
Have they been giving you a lot of schoolwork?
No, not really.
Well, that's good. Some of my students got like a big old packet of work to do. Do you have to go online at all, or how do you do your work?
I just like go on the computer, and then I just go on a classroom, and then my work is just weird. My work is just like
okay. Is it just the work that's waiting for you? Do you actually see your teacher or any of your other students there? Is it like this where you can kind of see them and talk to them?
Like sometimes, because we have like meetings about like like questions, how to do something on the computer.
Gotcha. But that's not every day, right? Or is it every day?
What's up?
Is that every day you do that or not every day?
Well, sometimes.
Gotcha. That's interesting. It's definitely weird. Weird for sure. I can't imagine what it'd be like to be a kid and miss this much school time. I bet it's fun. Do you think it's fun, or would you rather be at school?
I'd rather be at school.
You miss your friends and stuff?
Well, yeah. And I'm like used to it, but I just had to adapt to do it here.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good skill. A lot of people, it's a very good life skill. It's a very good martial arts skill. A lot of people can't adapt to things, you know? You have these people, and you'll meet these people where like one bad thing happens to them, you know? And then you talk to them and you'll ask them, hey, how was your day? And they'll go, oh, my day was terrible. This thing happened to me. And I always think it's just one thing, man. A lot of other things happen to you in that day too. But that one thing turned your whole day bad. That always is a good big sign. Someone can't adapt to anything. They can't roll with the punches. They can't work things out. They can't think about how to problem solve. So it's good that you're adapting so well. It's a good skill to have for sure. Better than just saying, oh, this stinks, or I hate this, or rather, yeah, for sure.
It's pretty much kind of like kicking the soccer ball. Well, kind of, because I had to like hit this, like boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
And then just bounce, and then it's in the air, and then I just kick it up.
Right. Do you play soccer? Did you play soccer before?
Yes, I actually have a medal.
Nice. That's super cool. That's super cool. I probably the worst soccer person you've ever seen in your life. I'm not soccer coordinated. It's rough. It's rough for sure. So that's really cool.
I was a speed bunny.
You were what?
I was a speed bunny.
Was that the name of your team or?
No, my name of my team, the coach actually asked me. He actually agreed with my name. So, like, the coach said, like, which name do you want to call the team? Then, like, a bunch of people just raised their hand. Then he called on me. I said, Dark Knights. And then one of my friends said, how about the Bloody Knights, since we are wearing red? I'm like, really?
Mm-hmm.
But that was last year, right? It was like when I was 9, but right now I'm 10.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully everything goes back to normal. I'm not sure when soccer season starts, but I know right now they're not having a lot of sports and stuff. Hopefully things get back to normal so you can play if that's something you plan on doing. Do you plan on playing more soccer?
No.
Gotcha.
I only got like art class. That's how I learned how to draw stuff. And MMA, and that's it.
Hey, you got your priorities. That's all you need. That's all you need. But that's super cool. I remember you showing me your artwork. I'd love to see some more, but soon keep working on those art chops. You have a very unique, particular set of skills. Talking about Dark Knights. Wait, no, is that Dark Knights? No, that's
Yeah, Dark Knights.
Dark Knights is Batman. That's a different movie. I am not a good soccer player, not a good artist. Those are two skills I'm definitely lacking. I got the music part. I got the cooking part. Maybe even basketball. I'm tall. Maybe I could do that. Soccer, not my thing. I see Christian with his hand up. What's up, William? William, you've reversed gravity again. You have this uncanny ability to arrive on the ceiling. What's up, Christian?
You said you did music?
Yes, I did band in school for 4 years. And then I did a little bit of chorus as well. But don't tell anybody. I'll lose all my street cred. That's a joke.
Okay. I play band too.
You play band? What do you play in band?
Clarinet.
Clarinet. Okay, so you play a real instrument. See, I played percussion. So I had a much easier time than you did. All I had to do was hit stuff. You actually have to learn a lot of different techniques. You have a much harder road. Go back to Tom. It is 6:30, so after we go back to Tom, we'll start class here. I apologize if I didn't get to talk to everyone today like I normally do. Tom kind of crept up on me there. What's up, Tom?
Well, right now I'm still learning how to play a guitar. we just had the tune it.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I play a little bit guitar too, but I haven't probably played in several years. Tuning is not that hard though. It is fairly easy. Back. Let's go ahead and get started with class. Anyone else popping in? No, I think it's just us today. So let's pop up. Everyone stand up. All righty. Boop, boop. Perfect there. All righty. So we're going to start. Oh, man. Let's sit down too long. Loosen up that back. Start with our normal dealio. We start student creed. Start the warm up. And attention. Student creed. I'll develop myself physically and mentally based on the black belt spirit. I will only fight to protect my life and the lives of others. I will achieve my fullest potential in developing knowledge, honesty, and strength. See? Oh, awesome job. Let's go and start with our warm-up. We're going to knock out an easy 10 jumping jacks. Ready, set, begin. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. All right, next we'll do toy soldiers, also called Frankensteins or zombies. You're gonna kind of hold your arms up like you're a zombie. Brains. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna swing our leg up and we're gonna kick our hand just like that. The big thing with this, you don't want to lower your hands to your feet. You're gonna bring your feet up to your hands. You don't have to hold your hands up super high or anything. Just like kind of out like this, about shoulder level, horizontal. We're gonna do 10 kicks. Ready, set, begin. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. Awesome. Everyone travel down to the ground to your push-up position. We're going to take it easy on the push-ups today, kind of. A little bit of a modified push-up. Should be easier than a normal push-up. I want everyone to get all the way flat down on their belly. All right. So we're going to let our legs hang loose. We're going to do what's called a seal-up. So relax everything. You're going to just use your arms. You're going to push yourself up, keep your hips down, and then you're going to relax. So literally only pushing up the front half of our body. Super simple. We're going to do 10. Ready? 1. 1, sir. 2. 2, sir. 3. 3, sir. 4. 4, sir. 5. 5, sir. 6. 6, sir. 7. 7, sir. 8. 8, sir. 9. 9, sir. And 10. 10, sir. Awesome. All right. Next one. We're going to lay on our backs. Lay on our backs just like this. If you're on a hard surface, you have your pad or mat underneath you, you can put your hands underneath your bottom if you like. What we're going to do is we're going to bring our knees in like this, and we're going to do bicycle kicks. So I'm going to kick one leg out, other leg out like I'm riding a bicycle. We're not counting these, just going to keep going until Coach Colton says stop. Make sure your feet don't touch the ground. Just riding a bicycle, riding along. Nice sunny day outside. For Tom, it really is a bright sunny day outside. Out there in his garage gym, soaking up the sun rays. Okay, awesome. And relax. Now, we're going to sit up. We're going to, I usually like to hold on to my gi. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. All we're going to do is we're going to roll back. Let me tilt this up a little bit so you guys can see it a bit better. We're going to roll back, and then we're going to kick our feet straight up into the air. You don't want your head to touch the ground if possible. I'm not trying to have you hit the mat with your head. So I roll back, and I kick my legs straight up into the air. I'm trying to kick a hole through the roof. So get as tall up as you can. All right, we'll do 10 of those. Ready? And 1. 1, sir. 2. 2, sir. 3. 3, sir. Nice, William. 4. 4, sir. 5. 5, sir. 6. 6, sir. 7. 7, sir. 8. 8, sir. 9. 9, sir. And 10. 10, sir. Okay, last thing we're gonna do. We're gonna go straight leg bridge, straight leg bridge. Boom, we're gonna hold it for 10 seconds, for 10 seconds. Don't worry about anything. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everyone relax, sitting like a black belt. Awesome job. Awesome job. Okay. Oh, what happened to my one? Boom. Perfect. Boom. Boom. Awesome. All right. Sorry. Something was weird on my TV screen. Couldn't see someone for a second. All right. Next thing, we're going to do some stretching. Everybody stand up. Up, 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 up. Come on. Let me have it. There it goes. Super tall. Excellent. Good balance. Earthquakes. All right. And attention. We're just going to keep our legs nice and straight, knees locked out, reaching down, touching our toes if you can. Reach, reach, reach. Nice job, Kaylin. Good job, Tom. We're also focusing on our breathing here. It helps me touch my toes. I normally first start to stretch, I can't touch my toes. I think about my back. Right now, the bend is kind of in the middle of my back, but we start thinking about bending a lower piece of your back, bending lower and lower until like you're bending by the back that's near your hips. And just make that bend as low as possible. Now you're gonna start being able to touch your toes a lot easier. Just make sure those knees don't bend. Now, feet wide. Again, knees nice and straight. We're gonna reach over to one leg. All the way over, reaching, reaching, reaching. And switch. Now feet a little bit wider apart. Now we're going to go down to the middle. When I do this stretch, what helps me get down low is I imagine I'm opening school doors. Not like the push ones, but the pull ones that have the vertical handles. I kind of put my fists on the ground and imagine that I'm pulling myself in close to the ground. So I'll back up so you guys can see a little bit. I'm not actually grabbing anything. I just put my hands low and I close my fists and I pull myself and I pull myself and I pull myself and I get lower and lower and lower until I'm in the stretch fully. So go ahead and try that out. Legs nice and straight, no bend in the knees, start pulling yourself low into that stretch with your hands. You should feel this on the inside of your legs, like a butterfly stretch is where it should be stretching out. Okay, relax, pop up carefully. Last one we're gonna do, we're gonna do our hamstring stretch today, everyone. This is one that people tell me is tough for the balance reasons. Exactly, yep, it's that one. We're going to hand our foot off to our same side hand. 2 tips for this one. 1, whichever leg you're gonna stand on, bend that knee a little bit. And 2, pick something in your room, anything, as long as it's not moving. Focus your eyes on that one thing. So don't look at anything, don't look at a clock that's ticking, don't look at me on the computer screen. I'm picking a water bottle over there I'm gonna look at. So I hand my foot off to my hands, I bend my knees a little bit, and I just look over there. I'm trying to point the knee at the wall behind me. And I'm just gonna focus on that object over there and think about nothing else. And you'll notice the balance is not a problem at all. You should be able to stay there forever. I'll see you guys in about 20 minutes. I'm joking. All right, now we're gonna change sides, other side. Nice, William, that's really good. So same other leg, bend the knee, foot to hand, point that knee at the wall behind you. Focus on that one object in your room. It's non-moving. And time. Good job, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and grab our water break. When we come back, we're gonna start on our moves today. So grab some quick water, come back, cycle back ball. 1, 2, 3. Really quick, really quick. Awesome job. Once you're back, you just sit down and relax. Wait for everyone to get back. Grab some water myself even. Might be easier actually if I just go for a second. I'm my own cameraman today, so I do apologize if I take a little time to adjust the camera here or there. I just want to make sure you guys get the best view possible. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, Christian, William, Tom, Caitlin. Great job today. Okay, my phone's a little crooked though, right? A little. That's better. All right, so today's word is instinct. Instinct is kind of a tough thing to describe. It's one of our more difficult words. Usually you don't hear instinct singular. Usually you hear about someone trusting their instincts plural. Who can tell me something about having instinct or having good instincts or trusting your instincts? What does that mean? Why is that important for a martial artist? Christian, saw your hand pop up first. We'll go over there to you, sir. What do you think that means?
It's like, I think it means like it's about like trusting like your gut, and also like what you feel like is your first reaction to things.
Okay, that's a good answer. And I say trusting your gut. Is your gut always right?
No,
No. So why should you trust it then?
because most of the time it is right.
What percent of the time do you think it's right? 80%, 70%, 50-50?
79% is right.
That's very specific. Okay, 79% of the time, trust your gut. Okay, William's like, yeah, sounds good. Why not? Good answer, good answer. And I was just being facetious. I was trying to throw a little trick question at you. Yes, on the whole, it's good to trust your gut, especially in self-defense. Usually, you know, there's a superhero, Spider-Man. He has a spidey senses. Spidey senses is kind of like having good instincts amplified to the point of not really even having to trust your gut. You kind of just already know what's going to happen before it happens. No one's that lucky. But a lot of times you can feel like something is going to happen. And I'm sure you felt this before. Maybe you were very hesitant to ask your parents about something because you knew they're going to say no or shut you down. And you didn't really want to ask them. And then you asked them and they said no. That was your instincts telling you. You already kind of knew what was going to happen before you got in a situation. Or you kind of walk somewhere you shouldn't walk. It's really quiet. Maybe the lights aren't on. You kind of get a weird, sketchy vibe. That's your instincts telling you, hey, maybe you shouldn't be here. Or someone's really looking at you mean, that they don't like you. Maybe I shouldn't walk over to that person. These are all little instincts that you have. Whether it's about self-defense or it's about normal life. Trusting your gut's good. Why is trusting your gut better than not trusting your gut? Because you have to be able to be confident and trust yourself. Your teachers have been teaching you. Your parents have been teaching you. Your coaches have been teaching you. And you've been teaching yourself by reading, by watching things, by however you learn. And your gut is kind of like all of that knowledge together. And to not trust that doesn't make sense, right? If something smells, there's kind of, you can use anything, but there's a saying. If something smells like a fish, and it looks like a fish, and it tastes like a fish, it's probably a fish, okay? But if you see something that looks like a fish, and tastes like a fish and smells like a fish, and your friend tells you it's a cow, and you trust your friend, that's probably not a smart decision. Now, maybe your friend is right. Is there a chance he's right? Maybe. Maybe it's just a weird smelling cow. But you see what I mean. Your gut is normally right. And as martial artists in self-defense situations, we've got to know how to trust our instincts, especially for self-defense. But it's also a life skill you need to know just in general. So a couple of drills today we're going to do to help our instincts, help our reaction time, help, just really dial in what we're doing. All right. First drill is called the clock drill. The clock drill. Everyone raise your hand if you know what a clock looks like. This drill will not work if you don't know what a clock looks like. Okay. And not a digital clock. Yes. One of the analog clocks with the hands. So let me lift this up. Let's get started on our first drill today. Today I got 2 drills planned. If we get through them in an okay amount of time, we'll even have time for a game. So imagine that you are standing, just watch me for right now, in the middle of a clock. So if I'm standing in the middle of the clock, then I am facing 12 o'clock. Everyone tracking? If I'm facing 12 o'clock, that means that 6 o'clock is behind me. 3 o'clock is 3 o'clock to my right or to my left? Who knows? I'm going to go over to Tom. Is 3 o'clock to my right or left?
Well, right.
Right. Good job. Which means 9 o'clock is to my left. Okay. And knowing that, you can figure out pretty much where all the other times are. So here's how this drill works. I'm going to say a time somewhere between 12 o'clock and whatever o'clock I want. And we're going to turn to that time. So if I'm looking at 12 o'clock and Coach Colton says 3 o'clock, we're going to turn to 3 o'clock and we're going to fire a jab cross combo. The jab cross combo is easy. Everyone knows jab and cross. What I want to focus on is the footwork. If I say 3 o'clock, we should not be taking a million steps to get over to 3 o'clock. I also should not be spinning the other way and taking a long route to 3 o'clock. I should be making the shortest turn, and I only take really like 1.5 steps. I step one time, and my front foot doesn't step at all. It just pivots. It turns. So my front foot's going to stay in the same spot. Doesn't matter where I step and turn. That front foot's not stepping at all. All that front foot has to do is turn. If you're making another step with that front foot, you are mistaken. You're going to be off balance. And I need to move this way specifically to keep good balance if I want to kick or if I'm going to get pushed or anything like that. I got to be ready for it. So everyone going to stand up, get ready. All right. So whichever direction I say, whatever time I say, we're going to turn that way. Good stance. And we're going to throw a jab cross. After we're done with our jab cross, we're going to turn back and reset at 12 o'clock. Good raise stance. And 12 o'clock. Each. Good. 12 o'clock. Each. So 12, you don't even have to move. You're just facing the camera or facing it forward, right? 12 o'clock. Each. 6 o'clock. Each. Good. So 12 o'clock is to the front, 6 o'clock is to the back. All right, got those mental gymnastics. Everyone reset back to the front. Restart. Ready. 6 o'clock. Each. Return back to the front. 6 o'clock. Each. Back to the front. 3 o'clock. Each. 9 o'clock. Each. 6 o'clock. Each. Nice, Caitlin. Nice, Christian. 12 o'clock. Each. 12 o'clock. Each. 6 o'clock. Each. Back to the front. And relax. Okay. Quick show of hands. Any questions? Anyone have any problems with the footwork on that one? Remember, the footwork's important. Let's go over to Tom and see, Tom, what specifically are you having a hard time with? Is it the footwork?
Well, yeah. Yes.
Okay. Great. So I kind of call this the zombie walk. I'm going to talk about zombies a little bit in the warm-up. This is a little different. So when we move in our stance, I never just walk around, because when my feet get close together, or if I have the wrong foot in front, all my strikes are gonna get messed up. So when I move in my stance, it's normally a step and drag, kind of like a zombie. I step and drag the back leg, I step and drag, all right? The pivot is the same thing, just different.
I am on a hard surface.
Trust me too, but I'm on this hardwood floor. What's gonna get tough is if you're on like a carpet surface, something that's hard to spin on. Are you on concrete? Do you have a mat underneath you right now?
Well, I have a very, 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 very hard mat.
Okay, well, you'll live. Yeah, but if you're having a hard time twisting, watch this, all right? First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step each way. Let's say I'm going to 3 o'clock. Let's say I'm looking this way. I'm gonna step first, and then I'm gonna twist. When I twist my foot here, it's gonna be tough to turn if my foot's on the ground. My foot's gonna get stuck, might even hurt your knee. What you need to do is you need to lift up, turn this way so you can see. Lift up onto the ball of your foot, kind of your goes. Now, I'm able to pivot, just like I pivot on a kick. After I pivot, I can go back, heel down, and go flat-footed. Why do I do this? The less foot I have on the ground, the less I have to stop me. If I get up on my tippy toes, now it's very easy to turn because I don't have that much dragging across the mat. Does that make sense? Okay, so try that. Try getting up onto the tip of your toes, not super tippy, like high heel toes, just a little bit up so you can turn a little bit easier. So you step and then you twist, okay? It takes time to learn that. It does take time to adjust, especially when we're doing it fast and you're having to throw punches on the fly. All right? So let's try it. William, was that hand up? You good? You have a question? You good? Okay, all right, awesome. Let's try one more time then. We're gonna do a couple more, and we'll go into our next drill. Ready, stance. All right, still jab cross, still the clock, all things are the same. 9 o'clock. Each. 12 o'clock. Each. 3 o'clock. Each. 12 o'clock. Each. 6 o'clock. Each. 6 o'clock's unique because all the way behind us, we could turn either way. There's not a wrong way to turn on that one because both directions are equidistant. 3 o'clock. Each. Now we make it a little fancy. 1 o'clock. Each. 4 o'clock. Each. Good. Now you got it, Tom. 10 o'clock. Each. 12 o'clock. Each. Hands up, don't drop them. 6 o'clock. Each. 11 o'clock. Each. And relax. Good job. Everyone have a seat real quick. Let's go to our next drill. Next drill about instincts. Okay, next drill is a little bit different. And this is because instincts isn't having a good instinct is not purely physical, it's also mental. Okay, so this next drill is a little bit of talking. You guys have to do some talking. I know some of you guys like to talk, some of you don't like to talk. But the next drill, everyone is gonna have to talk. So be prepared. Instinct has a lot of making choices, good choices, bad choices. So here's how this one works. I'm gonna give you a situation, and you have to use your instincts to tell me what you would do and why you would do it. Let me explain this. For these stories, there's not necessarily a right answer. Sometimes there might be a right answer. Sometimes there might not be a right answer. What's important here is not just what your answer is, but also your explanation and how confident you are. One of the worst things you can do in life and self-defense is nothing at all, most of the time. If you're approached by someone and there's a dangerous situation going on and you choose to do nothing, that's one of the worst things you can do. You need to either engage and attack or remove yourself from the situation. Do something. But taking a long time to think about it is not the right thing to do. Yes, sir? You got to act fast. So I'm going to give each of you guys a specific story, and I want you to tell me how you would handle the situation. All right? Everyone's going to have a chance to go. I'm going to start with the first person, which is on my screen is Christian. So Christian, your story is pretty simple. All right? Let's say you're at school, you're headed home. I don't know if you ride the bus, but let's say you ride the bus, okay? On the bus, you see another kid bullying someone. He's calling them names, maybe he punches them a couple of times. He notices you looking at them. And he says, hey, you want some of this? He starts becoming aggressive. He hasn't punched you yet. He hasn't said anything to you, but you saw him bullying one kid, and now he's turning his attention to you. How would you handle that type of situation? You might have to unhit it on your side. Yeah. Okay.
In real life, I would actually just like not really talk back to him and kind of look at him stupid, because the more he look at him stupid, he's gonna run out of things to say, and then he's gonna have all the attention on him.
Okay. So you're not gonna say anything. You're gonna keep looking at him. So you're not gonna look away. You're not gonna be like, oh, never mind, I wasn't looking at you. You're gonna keep eye contact, and you're just gonna kind of sit there quietly, right? Okay. I definitely
My sister actually taught me that.
Who taught you that?
My sister.
Sister? Okay. Now, what if he does try to get up in your face? Maybe he's, because bullies, normally they try to like, you give an inch, take a mile. They might not get just punch in the face right away, but maybe he sees you're not doing something and he kind of, they're not very smart, right? They crisscross their wires sometimes. Maybe he thinks, hey, this kid's looking at me, not saying anything. Maybe he's scared. Maybe he's a little dumb. Maybe he's not understanding what I'm saying. Maybe I need to get more violent with him. Maybe I need to get up in his face and maybe start messing with him. What would you do if he starts getting a little closer to you and starts kind of escalating? Would you do anything, or are you still sitting back playing it cool, calm, collected?
So for me personally, if he does, but he just gets in my face, it's not really more of a thing. But if he does lay a hand on me, I will actually fight back.
Okay, awesome. And
I'm that kind of person. Except I don't actually. Yeah, I'm not the self. It's just that I slug them. That's the type of fighting, though.
Okay, I understand, and definitely, as part of our student creed, we only fight to protect our lives and the lives of others. I definitely would not encourage you to just, start slugging people or taking people out just because somebody's looking at you funny. Definitely want to act in self-defense. Good. So for you, your line is when he lays a hand on you. After he lays a hand on you, it's fair game, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, how do you feel about that other kid getting bullied? Do you feel any need to help him out, or you think he's, oh, this stinks for you, guy? How do you feel about him? Tough question, right? I have already phoned a friend on this one. Tom, I'm going to head over to you now. Tom, what do you think you should do anything to help that guy out, or do you think it's not your business too much?
I will help that guy out.
Help that guy out? How are you helping that guy out? Are you diving in, pulling that bully off of him? Are you talking to the bully? How are you helping that guy out?
Well, I'll talk to him, but if he was trying to fight me, I will fight him.
Okay. Now, are you agreeing with Christian that you shouldn't use your move until he tries to attack you or tries to put a hand on you, or do you think it's okay to kind of act before he has a chance to hurt you?
Well, when he put a hand on me.
Okay. So if he tries to fight you and he puts a hand on you, you're going to act in self-defense. And so you're going to talk to him, try to get him to stop messing with the guy he's messing with. And if he turns to you and starts trying to hurt you, obviously you're going to defend yourself. Okay. Interesting answers. I noticed, I'm going to go ahead and meet you really quick, Tom. This is a unique situation. We're on the bus, right? A lot of times when I talk to younger students, the number one answer when they're at school and someone is picking on someone, what do you think their number one answer is? Does anyone know what their number one answer is, what they should do? What do you think young kids are taught? What do you think they're supposed to do when someone's picking on someone else at school? And go over to William. William, what do you think they're taught to do?
Tell an adult.
Tell an adult. Okay. Now, I find it very interesting that neither Tom nor Christian in their answer thought to tell the bus driver, right? And there could be a lot of different reasons for that. William, do you think that there would be any point in involving the bus driver in the situation, or do you think to not even mess with them? What do you think about that?
Well, I think it would definitely depend on how bad the situation is.
Okay.
Because if they're actually going to fight you and like actually hurt you, you definitely want to tell someone.
Mm-hmm.
But if they aren't gonna like fight you in this situation, I think it'd be better just not tell an adult and get them involved. I would say not to do that. But I'd say if they're getting like violent or like going like just gonna hit you, I'd say definitely tell someone other than who's in the situation.
Okay. So you said turns violent, get someone. What is more important? So this bully starts beating up on this kid. Tom says at that point, that's when Tom definitely wants to help them out. But you also say you want to tell someone. So what's more important? Getting someone first, then coming back, or pulling them off and then telling them? What should happen first, chicken and egg? What do you do?
I'd say definitely at least try and intervene by yourself first and then get someone.
Okay. Okay. Now, we haven't heard from Caitlin yet. So kind of finish this up really quick with a question for you, Miss Caitlin. So right now, everyone's saying, you know, don't get violent with him. If it starts to get violent with the other student or with yourself, you should kind of intervene, tell someone if you can. What about when the whole thing is over? What about if when this bully is done messing with this kid, or the bully's done messing with us? If it got violent, William's saying to go get an adult, but maybe it didn't get violent. Should we not say anything? Do we say something? Do we tattletale? Is it not that big of a deal? After the situation's done, maybe we're getting off the bus, maybe one kid got off the bus, the situation's changed. Is there anything we need to do after that? Or is the situation just done, forget about it, go about your day? How would you end that situation?
When it's over?
Yeah, after it's over. Do you need to do anything after it's done? Do you need to tell anyone? Do you need to check on anyone to see if they're okay? Do you just go back to minding your own business? Nothing happened, it's not that big of a deal. What do you think should happen after it's done?
Go help the one that was getting bullied.
Okay, go help him if he's getting bullied. And I want you to be a little bit specific. What do you mean by that? How are you helping him?
See if he's okay.
Like physically okay, like if he's hurt? Okay, so you can check on his physical injuries and see if he's okay or not. Other than that, is there anything else you need to do?
No.
Okay, I see Tom with his hand raised. Let's go check on him really quick. Thanks for the input, Caitlin. Tom, what did you want to add, sir? Oh, I might have accidentally remuted you. I'm sorry. You're good now? Go ahead.
Well, when you actually let her answer that question, I actually had the answer for that. Like when the fighting is over, you might just tell them to stop bullying people, because what happened if someone bullied you?
Okay, gotcha.
And then he just wander off, and then we just check the person if it's okay.
For sure, for sure. All right, good answers. Good answers. I think everyone's got a good line. The line is definitely we don't want to put our hands on anyone if we don't have to. We don't want to attack anyone for sure. And we have to weigh those options as individuals. It's in our creed. We only fight to protect our lives and the lives of others. And of course, even if a bully is hurting someone else, if we jump in that situation, it could potentially get more dangerous, could get less dangerous if we're able to help them. There's a lot of different things to weigh out. And that's why I say there's not necessarily a right answer and a wrong answer. Sometimes your line might be here. Sometimes your line might be there. It might change on the day to day. You might have been having a great day. You might have been having a bad day. You might have been having a bad day. The kid that's getting bullied might have been a jerk to you. He might be someone in your class that you can't stand. And you say to yourself, so what if he gets bullied? I don't care. You know? So every little detail is going to affect you a little bit differently. But when you're in that situation, you have to be able to reason through it, find the best decision, and act on that decision. That's what it means to be a black belt, is to always try and do the right thing. Do you always do the right thing? No, everyone's human, everyone fails at some point, but you have to make that effort to try to do the best thing possible. Yes, sir? All right, great discussion, great answers. I really like that. A lot of smart things being said. But you guys had an awesome day. We're gonna go ahead and jump into a quick game. Talk about the stripe test a little bit later. So don't worry about the stripe test, talk about it later. For games, 2 options today. We have time for 1 game. We can play one or the other. We can either play charades, or not charades, excuse me, hangman. Everyone knows what hangman is, I think. Or we can play line by line. Line by line is kind of like, I'm gonna say it again, hangman, except for instead of guessing a word, you're guessing what I'm drawing. So I draw one line, you try and make a guess. If it's wrong, I draw another line until the picture is done. If you want to play hangman, raise your hand. 1, 2. If you want to play line by line, raise your hand. 1, 2. It's an even split. Ooh, how am I going to break this tie? All right. So I'm going to unmute William. Actually, no, I'm going to unmute Caitlin. Where are you at, Caitlin? Here. Caitlin, I have a number behind my back. The number is either 1 or 2. If you guess it correctly, we will play line by line. If you guess it incorrectly, we're playing hangman. Is the number behind my back 1 or is it 2?
1.
It was 2. It was 2. So we're playing hangman. Playing hangman. All right, let me get this set up real quick. Actually, sorry, set up. So we can just go reverse mode here. Perfect. All right. So I have the whiteboard. I'm going to draw the stuff for hangman really quick. Participants. All right. So, got my little hangman thing. Our category is going to be food. This is a certain type of food. Okay, so this particular type of food has 7 letters. We'll go one by one. So we'll go to Christian first. Christian, guess a letter for me, sir.
A.
There are several A's. You might be able to guess it now already. Good job. Next up, we're going to go over to Caitlin. Caitlin, guess a letter, or do you know what it is?
B.
B? There's not a B. Good guess. Good guess. Now we're going to go over to Tom. Tom, what letter? Sorry?
E.
E. I'm sorry, sir. There's no E. Now over to William. William, your guess, sir.
Okay. R.
R. There are no R's. No R's. All right, back over to Christian.
W.
No W.
So it's not waffles.
Nope, it's not waffles. It's got 3 A's in it. Of course it's not waffles. We're going to go over to Caitlin. Caitlin, any guesses?
P.
P. Oh, man. Strong start, but we are falling behind here. Over to Tom.
F.
F. As in foul.
Huh?
You said F like in funky?
No, like F. The
Like
letter
in fat? Fast?
What?
Sorry, I have a hard time hearing. Like fast? F and fast?
F. F.
F. F. F. Yeah, okay, yeah. No F. You said F, right?
Yeah, I said F.
Okay, just checking. All right. So, no F. Our battleship is sunk. The only clue we have is that this food has 3 A's. Does anyone know a food that would have 3 A's in it? Going once. Going twice. Okay, I'll add one letter. I'll give you a freebie. Okay. What if I do this here? Okay, William got it. William got it, I think. Yes. What is it, William?
Lasagna.
It is lasagna. Lasagna. Hey, all right. Good deal. Good deal. All right, okay. A little bit of a tough one for my older group here. So let me flip it around real quick. Hey, it's me. So good job today, everybody. A couple of announcements and our Stripe test details. First off, we did send over some more times for our classes to your parents' text. We also have this class now around midday, around 11. And also, I think 2 days out of the week at 2, I'm not sure. So if you'd like to tune in at one of those other times, you're more than welcome to tune in. It's just a different link. It works the same exact way. I'm still the coach, all that same stuff. Other announcement, we're gonna start doing weekend challenges. So we're gonna send out some weekend challenges you can do to possibly earn some special stuff. So our Stripe test for today for Instinct. Test for Instinct is sometimes a little tough. Well, not sometimes tough. It's tough now because our instinct testing requirement is normally to escape a certain position or do a certain move on a partner. And many of you guys don't have partners or ways to do those moves. So we've had to change it. So what we're gonna do for Instinct is we're simply going to have you guys work on your basic strikes, your jab, cross, hook, push kick, round kick, side kick. Work on it on your own. Many of you guys already have the instinct stripe already, I'm sure. So this should not be difficult for you at all. I think I saw Christian have a hand up. Let me go over there really quick. Christian, did you have a question, sir?
Yeah, is there still going to be a class for this time?
Yes, there's still class for this time. We just added more class times. So this class isn't going anywhere. Yeah, this class isn't going anywhere. This class is still here for sure. For sure. So let's go ahead and have everyone, over to William. William's got a hand. What's up, William?
What did you say we're doing again?
For the stripe test, we're working on our jab, cross, hook, push kick, round kick, side kick. The 3 basic punches, 3 basic kicks. We worked on them last week. We worked on them a little bit today as well with the jab cross technically. So just continue to review. These moves are vital for my beginner belts. My white belts, yellow belts, orange belts need to know these. They're like the biggest part of the test. Other than that, we'll go ahead and bow out so everyone pop up. And attention. Bow. Close. All right, everyone. I will see you next class. Bye. Bye, rush of the camera. See everyone. Eat your vegetables, brush your broccoli, eat your teeth. All right, I'll see you next time.
Who's student of the day? Hey there, William. William Dave.